learners, and we'll share about that after you talk a little bit about yourself and what you offer.
Well, thanks so much, Sheryl. And it's always a pleasure to chat with you on your podcast. I love your podcast. And my name is Kelly Michelle Dharamshi, and I am the founder of the Readers Club. That is my tutoring business. That's my tutoring program. I tutor kids from kindergarten to grade 3 and help them become great readers. And I'm also the founder of the Great Reader Project, as you mentioned, on Facebook. That's a free Facebook group for parents to join if you want to get some tips about how to work with your child and help them become a great reader. And I'm also the founder of Tutor Hustle for Teachers, which is my tutor coaching business. Because as you know, Sheryl, I was a teacher for 20 years in the classroom. I've transitioned into being a tutor, and I absolutely love it. And I really want to share that passion and that joy of tutoring with other teachers because it's so much fun and it's a great way to teach, and I love it. So that's about me.
I love that. Hey, let's take a second and talk about that just for a second before we hop into our summer learning opportunities for students, because I know I have two audiences. I know I've got an audience of tutors or teachers that are looking to become tutors, and I also have an audience of parents that are seeking really qualified teachers, and we are both. So let's talk about your coaching right now. And I know you had a group of teachers join you, and you've been kind of coaching. Are you still working with them, or has that your first session kind of ended? How did that go?
No, we're still working through that. So I've just started to build a course for teachers, specifically for teachers who want to start their own tutoring side hustle. And the reason I say specifically for teachers is because you and I both know, Sheryl, the teacher life is kind of busy, kind of unpredictable, kind of
Yes, very,
draining
very.
on your time and energy. So it's hard to take a course like in your spare time, right? So
Right.
I've designed all my courses specifically for teachers, respecting their time, respecting their energy. And I'm working now with a wonderful group of teachers, and I'm just working through this course about how to start your own tutoring side hustle. And I'm thinking of titles for it, and I'm thinking I'm going to call it the Dream Machine course
Oh,
because it
you
was
are
my
so good.
dream. It was my dream to have my own teaching business. So I'm hoping to make that dream come true for lots of other teachers as well. So we're having a lot of fun getting that course going and getting that put together. It's been great.
And there is so much. I don't think that teachers realize what it takes to transition from a classroom where the school district is in charge of making all of the decisions. And now, guess what? You are.
Yeah, it's
And
a
you're like,
blessing and a
oh,
curse.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes, for sure, for sure. Well, we'll have to visit some more privately about that. So
Yeah.
I've enjoyed listening to you on other platforms. I didn't pull up your Tutor Hustle for Teacher Facebook page, but I did pull up your Facebook page for the Readers Club. Let's go ahead and talk.
Oh,
Now we're
good.
going to kind of transition into your tutoring and the things that you offer for parents. And I am going to share your Facebook page as long as I hit the right thing. So this could get exciting if I click the wrong one.
Ooh.
So
Let's
why
see what
not?
happens.
Why,
Yeah.
why not? Why not? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's see. There
There it
we
is.
are.
That's
Okay.
it.
So I'll kind of scroll down that page and you can tell us a little bit about it. Of course, I've
Sure.
already liked it and it is
Oh,
growing.
thanks.
It is
Thank you.
growing. So
Yes.
anything that you want to point out, I see that you've got your Instagram on there, you've got your YouTube channel. I love your YouTube channel. You've got some great
Thanks.
things on there. Your TikTok and your website are all on there. And then I see this lovely little banner right here. Do you want to talk
Mhm.
about your little banner here? Do you have a
Yes.
child in kindergarten or first grade who's fallen behind in reading? And it says, "Are you a French immersion parent worried that your kindergarten or grade one child is not learning to read in English? Come to this free workshop." Ooh, what's that
Yes.
all about?
Well, that is very exciting, and I'm excited to be collaborating with you on that too. Because what I want to do, Sheryl, is provide the parents with, and I'm talking about all the parents of all kindergartens and grade ones. I'm here in Toronto, Canada, but you don't have to be from Toronto. You can be from anywhere in the world to join us because reading it's all the same no matter where you are, right? And I want
Right.
to provide parents with a series of free workshops to help their child finish the school year strong and go into the summer with some strong academics and a good plan to keep that going over the summer. So this particular workshop is focused on reading for kindergarten and grade 1, because I know that kids who are not reading at grade level at this point in the year, the parents are going to get a little freaked out and be like, oh no, what are we going to do? Because you want them to go to the next grade at grade level, right? So this
Right.
workshop is for you, to help you to get your child to reach that goal that you want them to reach. So this is the first workshop. It's about reading for kindergartens and grade 1. And then you are going to be joining me for the next workshop
I
on,
am.
yes, May 18th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. And we're going to be talking about math for early learners. So
Yes.
same deal. When kids are behind in math, it's kindergarten, grade 1, even grade 2 and 3. Oh no, we have to get those foundational skills in place, because what I've learned from you, Sheryl, is if we don't, then you can't excel at math in the higher grades, right? This is so
Exactly.
important.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
everything, it just like in reading, it's so important to have those foundational skills. If you don't have those foundational skills, we are really going to struggle moving forward. It is so important. So in reading, we want to work on we want to work on phonemic awareness, and we want to work on identifying the letters and blending and all of those things that are so important because they're learning to read. But by the time they hit third grade, they're reading to learn. And I think that's the big light bulb moment that parents need to have. You're not always going to be spending time on learning to read. So
Mhm.
it's so crucial to learn those foundational skills and really get them early on.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that whole reading to learn can even start much earlier than grade 3, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit more like about do you want to give any little hints away about what you're going to offer, or you want to keep that just like, hey, you should come and find out more?
No, I can tell you what I'm going to offer. It actually says right there. I'm going to give you some tips for by the time your child has finished kindergarten and starting early grade 1, they should be on the road now towards reading to learn, right? Because by
Right.
mid grade 1, end of grade 1, they should have built all those foundational skills, and now we should be on the road to reading some bigger books. You know, I have a child that I started tutoring when she was in early grade 1, and she was maybe a little below grade level, just chugging along. She's now at the end of grade 2, and guess what book she's reading, Sheryl? By herself.
By yourself, Ivy and Bean.
Harry Potter.
Oh, and does she understand it?
Yes, she does. Because
That is wonderful.
yes, I'm actually working with her on writing projects now, and she's writing all about the story. She understands it. That's like, wow. Can you believe that she would go
I
from,
I can, because you're a
yeah.
really good teacher and you have a program that is set up to help the kids advance in a very planned and strategic way.
That's true. That's true. It is very planned and
Yeah,
strategic.
yeah.
Yes, and that's what I'm going to be sharing in the workshop, is how parents can take some of that whole strategic planning thing and build foundational skills with their own children, because it's actually not as hard as you think. It's not as intimidating as I thought it was really intimidating when I first started, but it's really not. So I'm going to show them how they can do that really easily. There's so many resources that are out there for parents, but the problem is that when you go on the internet and you start Googling, how to teach your child to read, or kindergarten
Oh,
reading or whatever, you're going to see a lot of different stuff, and it's going to be conflicting. So I want to share with parents some resources that I really trust and that I use and that they can use too, that will point them in the right direction and get them on a good plan to help their child support their child's literacy. And finally, I'm going to be talking about if you do decide to hire a tutor. So, and then maybe you won't have to, because maybe these little tips and strategies and resources will be all you need. But if you do decide to hire a tutor, that's a big investment, right? Tutoring is not cheap. So
no.
I want parents to make the best choice for their child and the best investment. So I'm going to be giving some tips on how to find the best tutor for your child. It may be you, or it may be I, or it may be somebody different, but you want to make sure that you make the best choice so that you're getting the most of your money and out of your child's time too, and an investment in learning. And you want your child to love learning. Sheryl, I don't know if I ever shared with you, but when my daughter was learning to read, before I had learned about science of reading and had become a reading tutor and all of that, I was teaching in the school, and we were using the balanced literacy program which doesn't work. And I was trying to use it with her and it wasn't working. And I was like, oh no. So I ended up taking her to a tutoring center, and it was really not a nice experience. And their teaching style did not match her learning style. And she learned to read, but she didn't like it. And to this
Right.
day, she doesn't like reading. And I don't want that to happen to any other kids. So that's basically why I started the Readers Club. And that's why I want to share information like this with parents so they can make the right choices.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
I think you're probably very much like I am, a very explicit teacher where
Mhm.
you're being very specific with sounds and letters and blends, and you're giving lots of examples. The thing that I appreciated was the last time you and I were chatting privately, you recommended a website that had phonics based readers. I got to tell you, I have used that multiple times with my youngsters that I work with reading. And I just want to thank you. So I know that Kelly's going to have a lot of great materials there for you. And I am really excited about my chat because I'm also going to be sharing different things that parents can do that will just open up a whole world of math that I think maybe they haven't considered. Because I think most of the time parents think, oh, drill and kill, oh, math is so boring. And so I'm going to really try to bring some really fun things. To the discussion. And when we're done chatting, Kelly, you and I are going to be talking about that workshop. And I am going to share with you one of the activities that I'm going to be showing during that workshop. So I'm so excited to share that with you. That'll
Yes,
be that'll be
I
a
am
lot of
too.
fun.
Yes,
Oh,
I'm really excited for it too. Because you are a fun math teacher, Cheryl, and you're right. There's not First of all, we don't talk about math and early learners enough. I think it gets overlooked and we talk too much about reading and don't focus enough on math. And second of all, we don't make it fun. Learning has to
yeah.
be fun, but you're fun. You're on TikTok, you're on Instagram, you're sharing all these really fun ideas. And I think it's really fun. It's fun, it's inspirational. And I think this is a really important message for parents. So I hope all the parents are going to sign up for your math workshop because this is information that you don't want to miss. You're going to give
Yes.
your child that edge, that learning edge, if you follow Cheryl's instructions and use these fun activities. And it's going to be fun. Like, it's a nice bonding experience and
It
to
will
teach
be a
your
lot of
child in
fun.
that fun way.
I want you to talk for just a second about your summer learning opportunities. You and I were
Sure.
just chatting, and you were mentioning groups.
Yes.
Okay,
Well, I
you want to
have.
give a little bit of information about that?
Yes, sure. So my signature program is my group class, my small group class, the Readers Club, for students in kindergarten and grade one, and then over the summer, of course, going into grade two as well. So I'm able to offer that class. It's a small group of about five to seven kids, and we work on foundational skills, or like really early literacy skills. We build, very systematically, and we progress very slowly through those skills, but it seems slow at the time. But then I'm looking at what my groups are doing now, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is the group that was reading cat just such a short time ago, and now they're into all these advanced sounds. So it seems slow day by day, but when you look at the whole thing, it's like it happens pretty fast. So I take the group through these early reading skills, and we progress through together. And it's really fun. It's fun for kids to learn with their peers. First of all, it's good for parents because it costs a lot less money than one-to-one tutoring. And I love that I'm able to offer these groups at a very affordable price for really high quality reading instruction. I love that. So it's accessible for more kids. So I have two groups right now. I have one on Tuesday and one on Wednesday at 6 o'clock Eastern time. And I'm going to be expanding to two more groups that are going to be Tuesday and Wednesday at 5:30 Eastern time for kindergartens and grade one. So if you have a child in kindergarten and grade one, and you know they need some help with reading, and you maybe don't really want to spend a fortune on tutoring, but you would like to get some extra support for them, contact me because I would be happy to help you out. These groups are online too, so anyone can join from anywhere. And the other big exciting thing for me, Cheryl, as you know, I tutor mostly online, but I
Mm-hmm.
do have a lovely space here in Toronto to tutor in person. So I've been online all winter and all spring, but in the summer, I'm going to be actually opening two one-to-one in-person spots at the teaching space here in Toronto, my lovely teaching space where I can tutor in person. So I'm going to have 2 one-to-one in-person spots. And then in the fall, hopefully that will expand into a Readers Club group class in person, which will be really exciting.
I think
Yeah.
that's
So,
great. I need a quick
yeah.
drink of water, and I'm going to actually share something of mine.
Yeah, I can't wait. I know you've got some really exciting stuff coming up for summer.
Well, I'm hoping it's exciting. I am really excited about it. So if they follow my link tree, which I didn't give my link tree address on here, excuse me, my
It's in
spring
tight.
allergies. My spring allergies are kind of bothering me today. Everything's kind of blooming.
Yes, it is
But
blooming.
if they go to my link tree, and I should have probably called this Midwest Tutor or Tutoring with Sheryl, but it's Sheryl Uehling, and my last name is a little tricky. I've got my sign up for my virtual math camp and my virtual reading camps, and I'm just
Ooh.
offering those just on Thursdays in June. My summer schedule has just exploded with one-to-ones, but I'm super excited to offer group activities, and I'm splitting those into K through 2 and 3 through 5 groups, and they can read all about it if they follow my link tree. So there's my last name. You can just follow Linktree and then do /Sheryl Uehling, and you will find me there. So I just wanted to share that as well. I'm really excited about that. I have been doing some in-person tutoring. I am so far removed from the majority of people. I have now said, if you would like to meet with me in person, we have an awesome space here on our farm. It's not this space; it's out in our building, and they can meet me in person out there. And I have a couple kiddos that are actually going to drive to my house to do that. So I'm extremely excited about that, and I love this group activity idea. I would really like to entertain this activity idea or group because I have several kids that are working through. I'm just going to hold it up. The rewards program, which is a literacy program that helps students with their phonics skills, and they're all kind of working through it. And if I could make that happen where they were all on the same page at the same day, I'd be like, let's meet together. So that I love that. I absolutely think that's a great idea. So is there anything else that you want to talk about as far as your tutoring or your help with tutors or the Great Reader Project? Anything else on getting signed up for any of these things? Anything else that
Well,
you'd like to add to the conversation?
well, if you want to register for the Great Reader sorry, not for the Great, well, if you want to register for the Great Reader Project Facebook group, you're more than welcome to do that. That's for parents and caregivers of children kindergarten to grade 3. But if you want to register for the parent workshop, like Help Your Child Become a Great Reader and
Right.
Sheryl's math workshop, and I hope that you will because it's going to be a lot of fun, then definitely go to my website, thereadersclubtutor.com, and or to my Facebook page or to Sheryl's Facebook page, and you can register from there. And like I said, that's going to be on, the first one is going to be on May 11th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. Sheryl's will be on May 18th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. You have to register for both of them separately, and that's because when you register, I'm going to be sending you some emails with some bonus information that's going to be really useful to you, like some bonus PDFs, some links, some tips, some information that's going to be really useful. So make sure you register, because not only are you going to get great information in the workshop, you're also going to get great information straight to your inbox, which is going to be exciting. And I have to announce too, Sheryl, that I'm lining up the third in our series of workshops.
What
And
did you, what is that? Which one's that?
well, that is a wonderful tutor here from Toronto, and she works with a lot of kids who have ADHD.
Oh,
So she's
yes.
a reading tutor, and she has a lot of knowledge around working with kids with ADHD and a lot of knowledge about how to support them, how to access resources. So she's going to be talking specifically about how we can help our neurodiverse kids reach their learning goals and stay on track academically over the summer. So that's going to be lots of fun. That's coming up soon.
Oh boy, I'm going to make sure I register for that because I could really, I could learn from that as a tutor as well. So, will you take me in if I
Of
register?
course. Of course.
Okay,
We'd love
good,
to have you there.
good. I don't want to be like, oh, you can't come visit.
No, no, of course. Of course. Everyone is welcome to these workshops. It's great. It's great information for parents and tutors. So all are welcome, and the more the merrier, right?
I love that.
Yeah.
You are so giving. You just keep giving, giving, giving. And that is just the sign of a wonderful teacher, tutor, and somebody who just values education. I love that. So we're going to wrap this up just by sharing again places to reach out to the two of us. We've got your Readers Club on Facebook. We've got your Readers Club tutor.com. We know about your workshops. They're going to go there and get registered. If you're a teacher, or a tutor who needs more support, Kelly's a dynamic person. Reach out to her. She would love to help train you and get you started on the right path, because there's so many things out there that are so confusing. She can really help you from the business end. And if you need help just learning how to tutor, well, heck, you can call me. I can help you
Yeah.
with that part. And I'll just visit with you about that one. My website is midwesttutor.com. And again, my email is sheryluehling@gmail.com. I will share the link for the registrations if that's okay with you, Kelly.
Yes, please
In,
do.
and all of your
Yes.
places where they can contact you, that will be in
Yes.
the comments below. And I just want to say thank you again. And I'm so excited to get to be at your workshop. And I will have you back again as a guest. I just really enjoy our time together.
Oh, thanks, Sheryl. So do I. And I love talking to you too. I learned so much from you. You're a real inspiration. And I appreciate being a guest on your podcast. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And as always, you guys make it a great day and keep the learning going.